When I was younger, I couldn't make a first impression for the life of me. I had a weak handshake, I couldn't make eye contact at all, and I just kind of look at the ground, kind of like that. Not good at all, right? I didn't impress very many people with that. So, a couple steps to improve the first impression you make. The first thing is just to I don't even think it's very important what you wear, but just wear clothes that you feel comfortable and confident in, and make sure you look like you actually care. It doesn't have to be where you're dressing for other people. Like, I personally love wearing a suit from time to time. Let's say you hate wearing suits. You don't necessarily have to do it, but it's a good idea to find some clothes that you feel comfortable and you feel confident in so that when you're wearing them, you you feel good and you kind of radiate positive energy in that sense. It's also really important to be tidy with how you're dressing. So if you've got like lint and wrinkles all over everything, that's not going to look very good and it's going to kind of look like you don't really care. Everyone wants to be friends with people who actually care about life, right? Because they're going to provide value to that friendship or that business relationship, whatever. So it's really important, I think, to also just look tidy. So it doesn't even matter really what you wear as long as you feel good in it. There's also studies to suggest that, especially for women, but what you wear has a big impact on because it has a big impact on how you feel, has a big impact on how you do. They did this it was some sort of a standardized test, maybe an IQ test, and they had people dress differently. And they found that when people dressed in more professional attire, essentially, they did it basically normal clothes versus a swimsuit, and they took this test. When they wore a swimsuit, they performed worse. And when they wore attire that they felt comfortable and confident in, that they liked, right? Just their normal clothes, they performed better in that test and they felt less silly about themselves. So, first thing, look like you care, dress in clothes that you feel good in, and make sure it's tidy. The second thing, which I think is super important, probably the most important one out of all of these, is to make eye contact. I can't stress how important that is. And that's coming from someone who, once again, couldn't make eye contact for the life of them forever. And when I started making eye contact, it's an extra point of connection. It makes such a big difference in your interactions, and it makes you look like a confident guy, right? Someone people want to be around. And the third point is uh, going to be just body language. So make sure you have a nice open kind of posture, open body language. You can do that really simply by just up, back, and down with your shoulders. That opens up your chest. By moving your shoulders down as well, I think this was on the podcast, The Diary of a CEO. I saw this with, it was one of the experts on body language, but they were basically saying that if you have your shoulders up and kind of you're closing yourself in, it does a couple things. And you might have noticed that with my voice there, which I noticed, is it raises your tone with your voice, which is kind of a signal to people that you're kind of not trustworthy. Sorry, not trustworthy. You're kind of lying to them. And this just makes you seem closed in and nervous. And easy, simple fix is just open up that body language. The other thing you can do to help you open up your body language is just to take deep breaths down the front of your body, especially. And you'll notice that you can't have a closed up body language and take those deep breaths. So it kind of helps you open up your body language and also supplies you with oxygen, which is obviously pretty good. And the final point I have is a firm handshake. It really makes a big difference, especially among men, where you want to, right, firm handshake all the way in, maybe about two pumps, and you let go. Among friends, right, you can kind of go for a diagonal, or you can kind of go in a little more relaxed and kind of drag out, right, dabbing them up. But a good, being good with your hands and just the sense of greetings. So diagonal with friends, maybe dab them up, and among even among friends and family, a firm handshake really goes and kind of makes a difference. Especially with an open body language that shows you're confident and you're kind of ready to go. Makes people feel good about you. And it honestly, even more importantly, makes you feel good about yourself. You feel more confident when you're up with that good posture and you've got that firm handshake, you're making eye contact with them. You just feel better in the social interaction, and so do they. So why not?